There was a gap Congressional Republicans had to fill. Some crime victims eventually fell into this situation. GOP legislators, including those helping crime victims such as Florida retirees Suzy, to save a fraction of the cost of deep tax cuts in 2017. It reduced or eliminated many elaborate cuts targeting specific taxpayer groups. And Dennis Gomas, according to federal court filings in Tampa, during series of scams linked to a pet food operation called Purrfectly Raw. The couple were scammed by Suzy Gomas' daughter, who had suffered 25-year prison sentence, about $2 million. In a July ruling, U.S. District Judge Tom Barber, appointed by President Donald Trump, ruled that surprisingly the couple should pay federal income tax on stolen money. He referred to the Tax Cuts and Business Act, which Trump signed in 2017, which temporarily removed deductions for losses from storms, fires, earthquakes and theft. These cuts, known as personal loss cuts, were suspended until 2025. Former church secretary Suzy Gomas said that when they learned that the law had been amended and the interruption had been removed, we lost our hope. Dennis Gomas, a retired IBM software engineer, added that the move bored the little guy we call. After receiving large distributions from pre-tax retirement accounts as part, they said they paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to the IRS to cover taxes that resulted, which in turn increased their financial ruin. They survived by debt, prayer, and eating with their neighbors, who sent them home with leftovers. As House of Representatives and Senate GOP members competed to draft the tax deduction bill, they faced a different type of accounting. They had set themselves a budget of $1.5 trillion to work, according to agreement between Republicans and Senate's special budget rules that allowed admission. With 51 votes, this was largest amount new bill could reduce federal government's revenue in a decade. But the tax cuts they wanted were much deeper. Lowering the corporate tax rate to 21% will cost the government $1.35 trillion. Many other changes they wanted to make to tax individuals, including lowering rates, increasing the standard deduction, doubling child tax credit, and removing personal exemptions, pushed them far beyond their budget. The upper limit of deductions for state and local taxes has amassed large sums to cover some of the difference. Victims of crime were also caught in the hook, he told the Washington Post, the victim of the government's impersonation, that he faced more than $200,000 in taxes on his stolen money. The pensioner, who lives in Maryland and has been given a secret name so as not to affect the investigation, said Congress was living on crime and extra punishment because of his change in 2017. The pensioner said results were unethical, saying, "It was just an agreement. Without considering the taxpayer or victim. The crime is increasing. The IRS only provi."